seat, Mr. Worthing.
Thank you, Lady Bracknell, before standing.
I feel bound to tell you that you are not down on my list of eligible young men, although I have the same list as the dear Duchess of Bolton has. We work together, in fact. However, I am quite ready to add your name, should your answers be what a really affectionate mother requires. Do you smoke?
Well, yes, I must admit I smoke. I have throat cancer.
I am glad to hear it. A man should always have an occupation of some kind. There are far too many idle men in London as it is. Now, how old are you?
29.
Ah, very good age to be married at. I have always been of the opinion that a man who desires to get married should know either everything or nothing. Which do you know?
I know nothing, Lady Bracknell.
I am pleased to hear it. I do not approve of anything that tampers with natural ignorance. Ignorance is like a delicate exotic fruit. Touch it, and the bloom is gone. A whole theory of modern education is radically unsound. Fortunately for England, at any rate, education produces no effect whatsoever. If it did, it would prove a serious danger to the upper classes and probably lead to acts of violence in Governor Square. Now, what is your income?
Between 8 and 7,000 a year, Lady Bracknell.
In land or investments?
Investments, chiefly.
Ah, that is satisfactory. What, between the duties expected of one during life and one's duties after one's death, land has ceased to be either a profit or a pleasure. It gives one position and prevents one from keeping it up. That's all that can be said about land.
I have a country house with some land, of course, attached to it. About 1,500 acres, I believe. But I don't depend on for my real income. In fact, as far as I can make out, the poachers are only people who make anything out of it.
A country house, Bullwinkle? A country house? How many bedrooms? Well, that point can be cleared up afterwards. You have a townhouse, I hope. A girl with a simple, unspoiled nature, such like Gwendolyn, could hardly be expected to reside in the country.
Well, I own a house in Belgrave Square, but it's let by a year by Lady Bloxham. Of course, I could get it back whenever I like, at 6 months' notice.
Lady Bloxham? I don't know her.
Oh, she goes a very little, she's only considerably advanced in years.
Nowadays, it is no guarantee of respectability of character. What is your number in Belgrave Square?
149.
The unfavorable side? I thought there was something. Ha! You may leave, Mr. Worthing. Goodbye! Good evening!